What do you think happens when a company makes millions of dollars in profits? If you said fire all the goddamn staff, you would be right, because Epic Games has officially laid off over 1,000 employees that worked for the company. And this comes after in 2023, in September, they laid off 830 employees. All right, so we're off to a bad start for this new Fortnite season, I guess, right? And this is not like an Epic Games only thing, right? Companies have been laying off employees forever, like Microsoft constantly laying off employees, Sony laying off employees, everybody's laying off employees. This is because the rise of AI, them not really wanting to pay workers a lot of, livable salaries, right? I don't want to say a lot of money, livable salaries, and just a whole bunch of factors. And what Fortnite's saying specifically here, the reason they're laying off all these employees is because the downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025. They're apparently spending more than what they're making, and they have to make major cuts. They made an entire article. We'll go over that, but just my first thoughts on that, it's just so stupid, bro. It is so stupid, bro. It's like they're laying off thousands of employees like every year, basically. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? You see Epic Games investing more in AI and all these companies doing it. It's just, there's nothing, you can't be happy about this. Like, there's nobody who's like, yay, they laid off 1,000 employees, let's go. No. Okay, these are people's lives, these are people's income, and layoffs are random. They just randomly happen. Like, you could be working for a company for like 20 years and just one day you'll get a piece of paper. No, not even that. You'll get an email. You'll get a mass generated email that got sent to 1,000 of your former coworkers now telling you, yeah, you're no longer working here. And there are two people in specific, which I do want to talk about, which literally all of us were like, no way they fired these people. These people have been engaging in the community. Leakers are following them. Everybody's following them. Everybody knows them on Twitter or x.com, whatever. They're really big faces in the Fortnite community. They're devs. Everybody knows them. And there's two in specific, but I don't want to say that they're more important than these other people that got laid off. Everybody that gets laid off is such a tragedy, honestly. And I really hope they get bounced back on their feet, find an actual good game studio that helps them out and doesn't just scam them. Maybe they can work at Valve or something. I don't know. First is Evan Kinney. So I actually am following him on Twitter. He's followed by Hypex, a whole bunch of Fortnite creators. They all know him. And the reason for that is because over the years, he's been giving us, he's been hyping up new seasons. He's been giving us little teasers here and there, I'm pretty sure, in the past for seasons. He is the principal, or was the principal engineer at Epic Games, Fortnite and Unreal Engine. And we just love every time he posts. We love everything he says. And yeah, he was honestly a really good part of the of Epic Games, right? And communication has been really going up lately, but it just doesn't matter. Guess who got laid off today? I am genuinely so confused and bewildered. Like, I spent the past week debugging the rivalry system while recovering from pneumonia, and just in the past few days, I've had multiple directors tell me how much they appreciate everything I do. I have done so much for this company and our games, so many late nights, so many weekends, so many live events, competitive events, and new features, and new seasons. Solid performance reviews every time, with multiple people mentioning how critical I am and what impact I made across multiple teams. Just to be thrown out, I don't get it. And yeah, company loyalty is dead. It's been dead for years, and it's just so crazy, bro. I didn't, like, when I saw this, I was like, no way, bro, they fired Evan. That's just fucking crazy. You can see all the people sticking up for him saying, this is so effed. What the hell, man? Wish you the best. Honestly, I wish him the very best too, and all the other people that got laid off as well, but I just did not expect him to get laid off. He's literally been in the... I don't know how long he's been working at Epic Games, but it's been for years, I'm pretty sure, because I've been seeing him around. I've been constantly seeing his tweets, his replies to people, hyping up the game. He's confirmed right here, he's been debugging the system, bro. He's making the system better, and just randomly gets laid off. It's just a shock to all of us, bro. And oh my god, what the fuck is Epic doing? It's like, first they raised the V-Buck prices, and I think that was like the first step in the door of hell, right? Like, as soon as they did that, I was like, okay, this is kind of going downhill a little bit. They're hyping season 2 up kind of unnaturally. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Like, there's something shady in the back, and this is what it is. The shadow has come to light with them just firing 1,000 people, and they fired fucking 830 employees 3 years ago, so it's not even that, we kind of expect this was going to happen, to be honest. He also says, today has been a whirlwind of emotions. Thank you genuinely to everyone that has reached out to me. A former coworker even sent me a milkshake. That's pretty cool. I'm still going through them all, and we'll continue to do so. Reading how much all you appreciate my work and have been so surprising and uplifting on such a shitty day. I'm really going to miss making cool stuff happen for our players. That was the guiding principle behind everything I ever did. Seeing how many of my former colleagues are as confused as I am about my departure is definitely validating too. I'm very grateful and thankful to also already have many studio leads and recruiters reaching out about roles they'd like me for. I'm gonna go grab a beer and watch the rest of the Canes game. Yeah, that's what I would do too, bro. I would just get super drunk. But yeah, I'm honestly glad that a lot of studios and recruiters are reaching out to him because, like I said, he's a really good dev. He's really good on, feedback and his takes and all that. I think he's honestly a really cool guy, and I'm gonna miss him, I'm gonna be honest. So that's just such an L. The second person that got laid off, which is gonna blow your fucking mind, is the creator of Jonesy. But Vitality? Is that the YouTuber? No, just kidding. Vitality Nay Mushin. He was impacted by today's layoffs at Epic Games. Oh my god, the creator of Jonesy, literally the face of Fortnite, just got fired. And someone said, this is like if Marvel laid off the Russo brothers. Bro, this dude has been literally, I'm gonna read it right here. Well, this is weird. After 11 years, I find that I no longer work at Epic. It's been a wild ride, lots of ups and downs, seeing Fortnite from pre-launch. So that's when Fortnite was literally save the world only. Probably was that like 2011, right? To today, and being a part of making that happen was an experience of a lifetime. Seeing lots of similar posts out there, and I hope that everyone impacted by the layoffs lands on their feet. Best of luck to all the remaining folks remaining at Epic. I am now open to work. So, bro, the creator of Jonesy, and I don't know if he created all like the other like we call them defaults, but they're just like the save the world characters, right? They're just the normal characters. So I don't know if he created like Ramirez or Headhunter, but Jonesy in particular is just fucking nuts, bro. They basically, I'm just gonna say, they fired Jonesy. Like I'm considering making that the title, but I think that that's not gonna get the message I want to spread. But the creator of Jonesy got fired. Jonesy got fired from fucking Epic Games, bro. And this man has been working 11 years. Let's see, 2026 minus 2011. I can't do math. That's 2015. All right, that's 2 years before Save the World officially launched, and when BR launched in September. That is so fucking nuts, bro. That's literally like I just can't wrap my head around that. I feel so sad for these fucking great developers. And this is not like, don't like go and blame like Ted Timmons, the design director of Fortnite BR. Don't blame like these lower heads. It's the higher ups. It's the corporate fucking people at Epic Games. It's Tim Sweeney level who are doing this, right? It's always the higher ups that do these mass layoffs. And one more developer who got fired, unfortunately, Steve Dan User, I think that's how you say his last name. He was the person who directed the Simpsons season. I know, mad, like so much people love the Simpsons season. Like that was praised so much. And the Chapter 7 storyline, which is literally the return of the Fortnite storyline that we've been waiting for years, was laid off 2 seasons into Chapter 7. Laid off. The guy who was hired to bring the story back to Fortnite is already gone after a year. That blows my mind. You know what that means, right? The storyline after the season is going into the dumper again. Straight in the dumper. Bro, this is why Donald left the game all those years ago. He saw the way it was going. He knew the storyline couldn't be fixed because they prioritized making fucking money and making millions of dollars over having an actual good, engaging community and a good story to follow. He didn't care about any of that. Tim just wants money, right? So they literally fired the guy who was in charge of bringing the story back to the game. And this is just fucking nuts. Well, let's read the actual layoff note, right? So this note was sent to Epic employees today. Today, we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here again. The downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than what we're making, and we have to make major cuts to keep the company funded. This layoff, together with over $500 million of identified cost savings in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles, put us in a more stable place. Some of the challenges we're facing are industry-wide challenges: slower growth, weaker spending, and tougher cost economics, current consoles selling less than last generations, and games competing for time against other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment. And some of our challenges are unique to Epic. Despite Fortnite remaining one of the most successful games in the world, we've had challenges delivering consistent Fortnite magic with every season. We're only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite for the world's billions of smartphones, and in being the industry's vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle. I'm just gonna pause there. Imagine getting an email saying you're fucking fired, you're not getting any money, and we've been taking a lot of bullets in battle. Dude, I would be so fucking pissed. Like, you just got fired from your job. You're not be able to put fucking food on the table. You can't afford your bills, and you have your company saying, we've taken a lot of bullets in a battle. That's just so kiddie, bro. That's just so fucking stupid. Which is only in the early days of paying off for ourselves and all developers. Since it's a thing now, I should note that the layoffs aren't related to AI. Bullshit. To the extent it improves productivity, we want to have many awesome developers developing great content and tech, as you can see. What we need now is clear. Build awesome Fortnite experiences with fresh seasonal content, gameplay, story, and live events. I don't know how you're going to do that when you fired 1,000 developers, but all right. Accelerate developer tools with greater stability and capability as we evolve from Unreal Engine 5 and UEFN to Unreal Engine 6, and we'll be kicking off next generation of Epic with huge launch plans towards the end of the year. This is to the people that were fired, by the way, so I don't know why you're telling the people that don't work for your company anymore how you're gonna be doing all this new content and like upgrading and stuff. Like, they don't work for your company anymore, so why would they care? One, and two, like, how are you gonna do this when you fire them? But anyways, this isn't our first time being here. Epic survived upheavals in the 1990s with the move from 2D to 3D with Unreal 1, in the 2000s building console games with Gears of War, and in 2012 moving to online gaming with Paragon and Fortnite. Each time we rebuilt our foundation and earned a renewed leadership position. Market conditions today are the most extreme we've ever seen since those early days, with massive upheaval in the industry, accompanied by massive opportunity for the companies that come out as winners on the other side. That's what we're aiming to do for our players, and we aim to bring other like-minded developers in the industry along on the journey to build an increasingly open and vibrant future of entertainment together. At Epic, we pride ourselves in only hiring the industry's best. You just fired your best, so what the fuck are you talking about? So it is very painful to part with so many talented people. The folks impacted by the layoffs will receive a severance package. That's good, I guess. That includes at least 4 months of base pay, with more based on tenure. We're also extending Epic paid healthcare coverage. For example, in the US, they paid coverage for 6 months. We're also accelerated their stock options vesting through January 2027 and extend equity exercise options for up to 2 years. We'll have a company meeting Thursday to talk about the roadmap in more detail from Tim Sweeney himself, CEO of Epic Games. All right. Ooh, a lot to unpack there. So first of all, I don't know what the fuck to say. I really don't know what to say. Like, they're paying millions of dollars. They paid $720 million to UEFN creators who are making these shitty fucking brain rot maps on the front page. So low fucking level quality maps. Red versus blue, steal the brain rot dog crap. And they don't have the money to pay their own employees and developers. They don't have the money. That's what they said. Remember when they raised the V-Bucks? We need money to pay our bills. We have to raise them to pay our bills. What the fuck is going on? You're literally the number one most successful game on the planet, Fortnite. It makes so much money from collabs, from brand deals, from fucking now people spending more money on V-Bucks. They make so much money and they can't pay their fucking developers. They can't pay 1,000 Epic employees. And what about the 850 that got fired in 2023? You can't pay them. And it doesn't, I don't understand this email. It makes no sense. It's like, we want to build Fortnite experiences. We want the best of the best, blah, 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 but you just fired your best of the best developers. You just fired them. And then they lie, like, the layoffs aren't related to AI. Bull fucking crap, Tim. Bull fucking crap. We all know that's so bull, bro. You know it's because it's 100% related to AI. Epic is investing millions of dollars into AI. AI is literally the fucking future of everything, and that's not a good thing. Games are, you already see with NVIDIA, they're doing that a DLSS fucking 6 or something. I'll put it on screen. They're making games look different. They're making games look more realistic with AI. You know Fortnite's gonna be fucking AI generated features in the couple years or something like that. It's gonna. AI is gonna be all plastered into Fortnite in a couple years. We're gonna, do what we can. We're gonna try to protest against it, but our opinion doesn't matter. Gotta be honest, like, literally our opinion does not matter for Fortnite. As long as they keep making revenue and keep making profits, everything we say just doesn't matter. And Fortnite engagement at 2025, like, what? Like, Maybe make the game better if it's going downhill. Maybe because the game was so dookie. I don't know what to tell you, man. I am glad they are getting a severance package and 4 months of base pay and tenure, you know, and healthcare. They're making millions of dollars, so that's the least you can do for them. But I don't like this, bro. I don't like how they're saying like what the fuck, the bullets something, what is it, what is it, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle. Like I don't understand. That's just so cringe. Just tell your, you know, your developers that are now fired, that can't pay their bills, are gonna get evicted, to tell them that. I think this whole email is just so terrible. Oh my god, this whole situation is so dumb, and this just comes after season 2. Man, season 2 was off to such a good start. We had so much communication, and they do this, and yeah, Fitzy, you're starting to be the worst company ever. Starting to, come on, we knew about this, but I don't know. They're fucking firing everybody. Someone else probably got fired as well that they're gonna be talking about on Twitter, that we've probably known for a long time. This whole email is so cringe, bro. Citing Fortnite slump, literally making millions of dollars. The #1 game can't pay 1,000 employees. Layoffs are never a good thing. They're just never a good thing. All right, check out my next video. I will be making another video on Fortnite taking down 3 modes permanently, so check that video out. This video should be out before then, but I'm gonna be like putting that in probably the pinned comments or something. I want to make that a separate video because I feel like I could talk about that a lot more. I want to make these 2 things separate. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this huge layoff they just did and fucked over a whole bunch of people's lives and ruined everything. Season 2 was off such a good start. We had the communication, we had everything, bro. The game was literally going to be back. Chapter 7 launched so terribly. Season 1 was so bad, and then we had Season 2, and everything seemed so great. And I guess what goes up has to come down. And fuck Tim, bro. What the fuck? I'll see you in the next one, bro. I don't know what to think.